Hey yo, what's up my beloved champions fam? It's the bad guy WWE champion Zeke 4-0 back with a brand new video, and we are here today to knock out these challenge tours pertaining to the story of Tiffy Time weekend limited time tour. So we're going to go ahead and clear out normal mode, hard mode, and last but certainly not least, hell mode. We have a plan. We are the man with the plan right now. So let's pray that it works out. And if an audible has to be called, we shall do exactly that. But we're not going to waste no time. We're going to go ahead and hop on in right here and right now. Now, for normal mode, the requirement is a powerhouse, a modern era powerhouse to get the bonus goodies. For hard mode, the requirement is an acrobat. Once more, modern era is the key when it comes to these waifus, so you can get the additional grab. And last but not least, when it comes to hell mode, it's basically anything goes. It's going to be a slobber knocker against Tiffany, and I am excited to showcase my lovely waifus and show you how the bad guy gets down. So we're going to go ahead and start off with normal mode. We're going to take on Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, at 6-star silver. We're going to be picking up some lovely 6-star bronze and 6-star silver tokens. I'm already calling it. That is just a fact, not a spoiler, and we need a powerhouse to take care of this. So who better to go to war for me than my girl Zombie Liv? Now, I do have a legendary affiliation strap for her. I do have that, but I am hoping and praying that I will be able to pull an ultimate strap for her, and I will put General's Order on there, so whenever we break reds, we're able to get yellows, or one or the other. Basically, we're going to be rocking and rolling either way, because either larger than life is going on her or General's Order is going on her, so that she's able to be loaded up every single time. So we're going to go ahead and get to the business. I'm going to show you the move set that we're running, the entourage, as well as what we will be dealing with. First and foremost, this build is one that I usually don't use. I'm normally accustomed, since she is a defensive monster and juggernaut, I usually use the triple red because you don't cause that many cascades. You're able to put a bunch of botch gems down on the board because it's a huge area, and then you're dealing damage for every botch gem. That's normally how I go with it, and I'm definitely looking at that final boss finery and thinking about, well, if I had those botch gems down and I did that pin or Bret Hart's armor, again, also dealing with botch gems but depleting MP, that is a match made in heaven for Liv. But right now, we're going to try something different. We're going to use the bite, which is going to be a choose area move of making in the reds, and then swap a 3x1 into reds. Highly understandable. Hence again, that's why the General's Order plate, I believe, is the one that will work on her best. So that's what I'm assuming. And then, of course, we have the 2 yellow moves. We have 10 paces in turn. You're dealing damage and increasing your yellow gem damage by 101% for 1 turn. And then finally, we got the face eraser. This is also dealing damage, but making 44 gems into yellow gems. So the entourage is solely simple. We got Kofi Kingston going ahead and helping us out with allowing us to generate +4 yellow MP. Then we have Chain Gang Cena allowing us to not only just receive less damage from blue gems, but the most important part is we are going to be dealing 35% more yellow gem damage. Hall of Fame Undertaker's 12k flat rate gem damage, and last but not least, the Strowman Express, not the monster. Well, okay, not the monster bomb, but the Strowman Express. He is going to be allowing us to deal 25% more yellow gem damage. So obviously, if we had a strap and everything on, locked and loaded, it would be hitting higher. But as you can see, her gems are affected, and the yellow gems, each yellow gem made will be doing 59k. So that is something that we want to consider. And you know what? I'm going to go and do this live. We are going to go down because it always keeps on showing it. And at the end of the day, I can always swap these out. I can always swap them out, and I can always just go ahead, reinforce, boom. Sometimes you get real lucky and you can just get the skill plate activated. Other times it makes you go all the way in like it is right here and now. So we have that unlocked for her. And then we will see, and I will show you. I'm doing this live. Whenever you break yellows, you get 3 more MP. So that is the one that we would need for this situation, for this moveset. Because General's Order is whenever you break red, get 3. So either way, you're cycling one way or the other. If I break the red is going to allow me not only just to cycle the red off, but I'm also going to be able to get the yellow up, worst case scenario. And then if I break the yellows, I'm going to get the red too. So both of these can work either or. Both of these are going to work either or. So we're already going to be loaded on the yellow side. So for right now, this is looking like what would be best to do for this situation would be the General's Orders, because then we can cycle that up if we needed to. So we're just going to put that there just to showcase a little something. So that's what we're going to do right here. So there's alternatives. There is an alternative to one way or the other. It's still going to work on her. It's still going to be a beast. So forgive me if I do my old man right here just to double check to make sure. Okay, if you break reds, you get your yellow up. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put this all down. And this is going to be interesting too, because I do not fight a lot of Roxanne. So she is still a very rare character. And we're going to go ahead, we hit that, the face eraser, and then everything's going to turn into yellows. So that is one way to go about it. Again, I am very used to using the double or the double red, the triple red actually, so I can go about things differently. Obviously, she's also a top-notch defensive monster, so she's going to lock in and do her thing. It's going to cause a cascade, and we've got plenty to work with here. So we're going to go ahead and put this down. We're going to do that. Now, let's see how this goes about if we don't trip anything. And also, we're going to check the yellow gem damage. We're at 100k right there. So we will use this red right here, and we will see what happens. So there we go. So boom. This is great, because now if everything works out right, we don't force a cascade. We get the move loaded up again. Boom. We're already at 100k. We stack it again. And again, this was General's Orders. This is literally a plate that was on the picker prize wall for the longest time. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit it once again. And now we're going to be dealing crazy damage. Boom. 10 million. She's a striker. She will get out. That is not a surprise. But it's going to allow me to run it again so I can make sure I get my facts straight on how much damage we got up to after the fact. We started off at 59,000, then we got up to 100,000. And again, this isn't with no double fury setup or anything. This is literally us just rocking it. And she's going to hit the leech gem. She's going to get some health back. So that means we have a little more fun with her. So that's exciting in itself. All right. So boom. We're going to do that. Going to go ahead. We'll start over again. All right, so we're at 46,000 right now. We're going to hit that. And it's just rinse and repeat. Liv is still in the fight, so she's at 100,000 again. And all we need to do is just get two of these. We just got to get 2 matches, as long as we don't do nothing crazy excessive. All right. We hit it again. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Boom. We're loaded up again. And now we'll see where our gems are at. And we're also doing damage. We're whittling her down. We're able to get the red bite back. So this is legit. This is a good look, okay? This is definitely a good look. General's Orders came through. Gem damage is up to 168,000. So we make the board into yellows once more. So this is a more offensive run for Zombie Liv compared to the defensive triple red. The triple red is still incredible for faction boss, but this is also working great for faction boss too, because if there's a yellow gem faction boss, you're beefing up your yellow gem damage outside of the scout missions, and then you're just turning the whole board yellow. So whether it's a thing of break the shield by breaking yellows or dealing damage with yellows, Liv's got you covered. So that's amazing. So we got one down with Zombie Liv. Well, let's see what we get on the next one when we use my girl Io Sky. The timeless style plate. I think it's timeless style with Tiffany Stratton's prize wall. Looks really good on the girl, the young lady, the waifu that I'm about to use here, because we need an acrobat, and you know how we're getting down. We're using none other than my girl Io Sky. So she is going to be going up to 6-star gold coming very soon. So this one's easy, simple, and plain. The green is already good to go. That's allowing us to turn the whole board into blue gems. The springboard, we're turning into traps. If broken by us, our purple MP goes up by 2. If broken by the opponent, it's going to make blue gems into multiplied gems with a strength of 8. So obviously, when if you have a bunch of those laying around on the board, when you turn the area blue, you're obviously going to not only just get your submission back, which is a choose move to get purples to put more trap gems down on the board, but you're also going to be hitting a little bit harder. Hence why we're running Lawler and Trickster Woods, both for MP +4 blue +4 purple. And then we also have Rey Mysterio Hero. Purple gems do flat gem damage, and then we have King Sheamus doing flat rate 12k blue gem damage. So we are going to be having some fun going up against the one and only Jade Cargill. So this is going to be exciting. Io is definitely one of my favorite waifus, especially getting opportunities to utilize her. I believe the Acrobat Tour for the females, this upcoming weekend's limited time tour expansion, you're allowed to use Io Sky. So I'm definitely going to take full-fledged advantage of that. Man, my roster has come such a long way when it comes to the opportunity of using characters and like having contest requirements and actually being able to fill in the dots. It wasn't always like that. So I'm forever grateful to God and my disposable income coming in clutch for me and allowing me that opportunity so that I can be able to do these types of situations and make some great content for y'all. So we're going to go ahead and have that squared away. We're also going to put this right here. We're going to break a couple of trap gems, but we're also going to be able to put some down. So purple's already locked and loaded. Boom. She's dwindled down. She has no yellows on the board except for when she did that. Just like right when I said that, I'm like, wow, she's got it good. We're golden, baby, and we don't do props around here. So we'll see what happens. She loads up quick, that is for sure. So we might have to run this one back. It's all good. I definitely believe that Io can get this done. She can definitely get it done. It might be a little time consuming with this build, but it is definitely doable. So we just got to see how everything goes, and she's one of those. She gets her yellows back. That is definitely great to know. Boom. And we'll drop that down. I will take my purple. And they took that too. So I will definitely need to get my blue up, because I definitely need to do that. She has a Juggernaut gem. Then, well, I'm definitely going to have to control that. So she's got 2 right there. And she has a finisher. Now, let's see what this does, because she does have a cool move. She does have a cool finisher. She'll probably turn everything yellow or green. Okay. Hence why we have that skill play for her. So this is one of those situations. The odds are going to be against us on this one tenfold. Full tilt. So what I would like to do, I will take these away from her. Get that loaded up. Put that right there for some extra damage. And then we'll put one right in the corner. Turn her Juggernaut gems against her. Have that purple floating around for a little bit. Dwindle it down. Dwindle it down. Alright. The green's going to be loaded up again. So now we do that. And then it's just a control thing. I could have ran like a super sub build on her. But of course then I'm giving something away in order to be on top of it. So this is one of those where it's a waiting period. See how everything falls for her. Good cascades. Might take a little longer, but it's still good. She's still a fun character. So we have that yellow right there. Now this is what we will do. We will put some traps down. We know that she will go for that. I'll put that right there. And I will also get my green loaded back up by utilizing the purple on this side. Boom, that's more than enough. That is more than enough. And we will have another purple right here. And we will put one right here. So we will have, we will be able to get our green back. We'll be able to do some extra damage. She's going to have plenty of blue gems to turn into traps. Blue gems to turn into multiply gems. There aren't that many yellows on the board. We will see what happens, how it falls. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that cascade. That is absolutely fine. So then we have that right there. And what we will do is we will have, what will we do here? We could put more trap gems down. We could easily put more trap gems down, and that would deal damage. But you know what? There aren't that many blues on there, but we will go ahead and capitalize on this. And basically, as long as no crazy cascades happen, as long as we stay on top of her yellow matches and sub her out, it's a little tedious. Yes, but Io is a really good control character. So it might not be as quick and easy as a lot of others, but it's guaranteed. It's as long as it guarantees me the dub, I do not care. So we're going to do the same thing that we did last time. We're going to cover some gems that she will match. We will cover. I will put that over here. I will put that over there, and then we hit the sub again. So we're going to use the sub. We're going to collect some green. We'll also do a little damage right there, and then we have a purple right there. So we will literally just, as long as nothing crazy falls or falls down, we are good. She's going to turn some blues into multiply gems. We see where the yellows fall. We see where everything goes. Okay. And of course, she's causing cascades. Those cascades, even if they seem like minuscule damage, they still can end up making a big impact on your gameplay. So we got some multiplies again. And it's just a rinse and repeat. Some characters, you know, they're good for what they do. So obviously in a faction feud setting, would I use EO? That all depends. I can always switch it up. But for right now, to survive a challenge mode where it's meant to be a little bit more difficult, it's meant to be a tad bit more challenging. Yeah, I have no regrets with playing this format whatsoever. So we're going to keep going. We are going to keep going. And the cool thing about this part is even if with everything we're literally halfway loaded when it comes to that's to the green move, the area move. So there's no real need to go further with there's no real need to actually try to make a bunch of cascades and stuff. We just need to get enough that when our turn comes back, we're able to get it back. That's basically where we're at with it. Survive, control the board, and then if there's a yellow match that she's able to make, she made one, it gave us purple, we just be on the lookout. So, boom. We do that. And we're loaded again. And then we hit again. So, we are dwindling her down. This is one of those things. I enjoy champions because not everyone has to be a turn one killer. as long as you live. I remember when I used to cheese content with Zombie Austin. I used to cheese the crap out of it. It's like, hey, I might not be able to beat him toe to toe, but if I get that skip turn off, it's nighty night. Just like that. EO won. So we got that W. So we got it in. I'm not mad. It took a little bit more, a little bit longer than Liv, but hey, we had some fun with Liv because we figured out which plate works on her, and I will keep that affiliation plate on her until I get an ultimate strap for her, and then of course when the time comes, I'll move that general order plate over to her on the ultimate strap, and we'll call it a day. So it's no love lost there. We're experimenting, we're having fun, we're seeing the pros and cons of some top-notch waifus, and that's the benefit of it. So we got that cleared out. But last but certainly not least, it is Tiffy time, y'all. The story of Tiffy time, Hell Mode Challenge. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to say nighty-night. Rest up, EO Sky, because you will be soaring again very, very soon on this upcoming contest for acrobats. We will use you to cheese this content. And, of course, you already know what we do with my girl Cora. Lay down the trap gems. Trap gems broken by our opponent deals damage and increase our gem damage by 20% for 2 turns. And then, of course, if broken by us, we're stealing health. Chokehold, choose purple gem move submission, so that helps us not only load up our finisher, but if we want to pick up a couple extra red gems to get some more traps spammed, we can do that as well. And finally, of course, the jaded finisher deals damage, returns all of the trap gems on the board into red gems, and then pins the opponent. Sting, +4 red MP. Nikki Ash, red gem, flat rate, 12k damage. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, 100% gem damage for trap gems and allowing me to generate 2 more. Stacy Keebler, trap gems, 12k flat gem damage. So we're going to get in here. We're going to get busy. We're going to go also. This is something that I always tell people to do. You don't have to use props, though. You don't have to, but you can always pull up their moves and you can see what's going on. So obviously she has one that's going to increase her blue MP. She has the submission that's going to deal damage for turns and turn the remaining submission gems into X-Break gems. And then finally her finisher is dealing some decent damage and turning a 6x6 area into blue gems. Now, this is really cool because, like EOS, as you saw, EOS says a random when it's obviously the entire board. They won't just say the entire board. They'll say some random 7x7. There's only so far you can go, right? But this one is letting you know you're not doing 7x7, but you will be allowed to choose a 6x6 area. So obviously this makes a lot of sense. More than likely, use the submission first, lay down the X-ray gems, increase your blue MP, hit the finisher, blow up the board. It's basically one of those situations right there. So we now know what's going on, and now let's go and have some fun. I do have an ultimate strap for a female trickster that I could put on her, which is 25 plus health, but for a girl like Cora, that 100% gem damage is calling me, so that's definitely going to be something that I'm going to invest in. I will give props for the previous midweek contest with the Hall of Fame, because in the milestones you did have an opportunity and a choice to go after the different chests, and the chest could drop something really good for you. I know that when the faction fam got it done and I was able to pick up a chest, I actually ended up pulling a 100% gem damage strap for Hall of Fame. So whenever the day comes where I get blessed with Hall of Fame Vader or Mr. Perfect, or if another top tier character that I'm a fan of comes out but Hall of Fame variant, then I'm like, hey, I'm all in. Like, it is what it is. I am not complaining at all when you're giving out goodies like that. So we will go ahead. We'll take care of that. That's going to be automatic. We're going to get that drop there. And then we will just put a purple gem in an obscure place. Obscure place. I'll put one right there. And I will turn... I'll put one right there. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see how long it goes. Both of them are up there. So she picked that one. All right. She got to win for a blue. That's cool. We'll spam some more on the board, and plus we have everything loaded up. That's the thing about Cora Jade. Definitely want to make, if you can get some wild cards made with the red gems, then you go ahead and do it. You also have your sub loaded. So we're going to hit this again. Our gem damage went up by 20%, but that's a lot of gems that can be transformed. Also consider Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and even consider this too. You pick. I'm very well, no lie. Outside of Ozzy Osbourne, I very well might, once I recruit Tiffany Stratton, I will probably put Tiffany on Cora Jade too, because that's a monster trap gem damage right there. 200 gem damage on Cora Jade during a feud. That's gonna be a problem. Like, even regular content, I literally just thought of that. Like, yeah, Tiffany Stratton gets busy. She gets busy. So we are going to do that, and then we are just going to we will put one up here. We will put one up here, and we will put one. We'll make this into a trap one. We'll make that into a trap one. Hopefully these shenanigans turned into something really good. It did. We got some red. She's boosting our gem damage. Only a downside is that we did not get all of our red fully loaded, which is fine, but we still have enough around the board to do something. So we will go ahead and take care of that. So still do a little bit more. It didn't hit as hard as it was before, but we're still taking her down. So again, I always say the fun part about making content outside of pulls or like vlog breakdowns, the reason why I love gameplay content is because it literally is one of those things where it's the challenge. I'm like, okay, they're S tier, they're S plus tier. I hope to bring Cody home. I hope to bring Julius home. But then I'm excited when showdowns come around. I'm excited when feuds come around, flash feuds, because then I'm sitting there like, okay, maybe I don't get them. So now this motivates me even more to figure out a way. How can I beat them if I can't recruit them? You know what I mean? So that's one way to also look at it. It's like, look, you got a chance. Like, you might not pull the character, but that means that gives you drive and motivation to figure out a way to now beat the character that you were once pursuing. So that's something cool to look at and experience. And we got plenty of trap gems around to at least make a couple Zawal Cardos and Cascades. So we're going to keep on working and dwindling her down. And it's the same thing. Some people might take a little bit quicker. Some take a little bit longer. As long as you get the W, just like Dominic Toretto says, it doesn't matter if you win by a mile or a quarter of a mile. A win is a win, my friend. That is what it is. So we're getting dubs here. We are getting dubs. So we got them loaded. Again, she's going to keep buffing and buffing and buffing. As long as the cascade don't happen, she's going to continue to buff this damage. So we're going to do a 4-match there. We're going to do a 4-match here. And we're going to put one right down there. Right down there. So we're going to get our reds. This time, red's going to be fully loaded up. So more than likely, well, it should have been. It should have went that way. It is what it is. It's all good. We still got plenty. And here we go. This is when it gets interesting. We got some down. Oh, here we are. Let's see how this plays out. She's gonna buff her blue. So we don't have to worry about the submission. The submission ain't the problem. It's the damage. But luckily, we have everything in tow. She's going to make that big giant connection. Last I checked, we are going to be able to kick out of this because of the gem damage buff. So that is not the end of the world. And we are actually going to utilize that because we definitely are going to kick out. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And now we're going to rinse and repeat. 10 from 65 million down to 10 million. We are in the end game, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and siskies. We are about to get it in. So what we are going to do here, all right. We're going to put this here. Hopefully that connects. All right. Going to go ahead. We will do this. And then we will put one right there. Just drain it. Drain it, drain it, drain it. Whoo. Calling it close. Calling it close. But I think that it's over. It's probably over with where everything is. It might be over. Yup, it's done. She's done. She went night-night. Tiffy time went night-night. She loved the bedtime story we laid down for her. And the generation of Jade lived happily ever after. Boom. All challenge matches taken care of, one and done. Got those 6-star silver tokens, additional. Got them acros, so definitely going to help out with taking up Wesley in the future. Unless we, of course, also considering Tiffy time when we recruit her. We'll have everything. I do have to look over my defensive acrobat shards. I do have to take a look at that so I know I'll be able to take her up as high as I can once I recruit her, because obviously her tour is a thing. I am really glad that they started switching the load up screens so that you got different variants of it. I pray they continue to do that. Took them long enough to get there to that point, but I'm thankful that they did all the same. But those are all the challenges. Obviously, Jay gave us a little bit of a difficult time when it pertained to Io Sky, but Io Sky was still able to overcome 20 million HP or 19 million HP difference, and still was able to cakewalk Jade, not taking anything away from her. But that was the video. Liv Morgan did some shenanigans there, learned something, thought about it, executed. Now we know. Glad to know now moving forward. And Cora Jade is, of course, Cora Jade. And so if you do have her on your squad, is she worth taking up to 6-star gold? You already see it, especially if you got that NXT arrival moment for feuds. But with that being said, y'all, that is the video. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Glad that you were here kicking it with me. And with that, all that now being done and put away, always remember this. Hey, yo. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions fam. If you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, share the video, but most importantly, so you can stay up to date on every move that I'm making in the future, subscribe to the channel so you can always be locked in on what's coming up next from yours truly, your boy, the bad guy of WWE Champion, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. Love you all. Respect you all. Praying for you all. I hope you're having an amazing time with this debut tour and content for Tiffany Stratton Modern Era Acrobat. And let's wait and see. We got a couple more tours about to go down. We got the Brutus Creed tour. I'll do that once it'll be a late one because I do have work. But once I get off of work and I get settled in at home, I will be recording and uploading the Hell Mode run on that because I did go ahead and get that Pro Start Pack. And, of course, we have the Acrobat one. That's going to be the return of Io Sky doing some damage control for us. See what I did there? And last but not least, I believe we have either another challenge mode or just another tour where the requirement seems to be just a 6-star. They didn't go into particulars about it, but more than likely, it's going to be a 6-star waifu once again. So, be on the lookout for footage. Make sure to support all the broskies and siskies who are doing content, whether they are unofficial or official Scopely content creators. Show love to everybody, support the community, and most importantly, enjoy your time being a champion, smashing gems and taking names. Mad love. Stay tuned until next time, y'all.